Afternoon, everybody. So I just did a live stream on my personal page, Joseph Belcovell, but Facebook is funky. So I also wanted to do it on my personal page here. Hope everybody's enjoying their Saturday afternoon. I have my glasses on because I'm about to do some yard work. I'm going to give my eyes a break from contacts because I usually wear them like 12 hours a day. So it's nice to give a day without them. And excuse me, allergies are pretty bad. Never had allergies before until the last couple of years. I don't know if everybody else is like that too, but I don't know. I heard you sometimes and tend to develop them as you go on. But I'm not a doctor or anything of that nature. I just sell health insurance. So just want to do a quick update on the American Rescue Plan and how it affects you, how it affects your insurance, and what you need to do from now till August 15th, which is the expanded enrollment period. You can change your plan. You can buy a plan if you don't have one currently. You do not need to prove that. Like most other years during this time, you would have to prove your life event, special circumstance. So for example, if you're an individual, you don't get coverage through work or through Medicare or Medicaid, which is the state Medicare for those over 65 or on disability. If you have to purchase your own health insurance, typically you have to do that in the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare age, pre-2013, when the first enrollment started in October. Typically you have to enroll between November 1st and December 15th if you want coverage for January of the next year. With COVID and everything going on, the change of regime, now it's an expanded enrollment until August 15th. There are no new plans. There are no new carriers for 2021. Everything is set. Everything runs on a calendar year. It's now getting used to 2022. We will be having new carriers in PA and I believe Jersey too. But we're not allowed to talk about that yet because they're just filing and they're not ready to go. But as soon as we can talk about it, we will, and we'll look at those options. But so as of right now, if you're currently getting a subsidy, you can expect a 50 to 75% increase, depending on where you're at. Depends on the course of action that you have to take. So we did send out we're going to share our screen. Anyway, so we did send out an e-blast back in April 3rd, on April 3rd. The bill passed on the 11th. And so you can go to our website, DoitForMeInsurance.com, go to blog, our first blog, most recent one. So this passed on March 11th, and some of the highlights. So an increase in subsidy, different parameters for if you qualify for the subsidy or not, where in years past that's changed dramatically, and we'll go through that. Also COBRA. So if you've involuntarily lost your coverage and you have to go to COBRA, or you choose to go to COBRA, usually that's something you would have to pay for in full. But if you've involuntarily lost your coverage, COBRA is being compensated under the act until September 30th. So you want to ask your former employer, former HR department about that to see if you qualify. But then we can also help you shop for individual plans, and we can compare and contrast which is better for you. So depending on where you live, so the majority of the country is still using Healthcare.gov. But we're located in Pennsylvania, and the majority of our clients are PA and Delaware. So you'll see that hang tight, the savings are coming. So what is going on there? Lots of moving parts to this bill. So basically, we have an expanded enrollment period. Everybody's getting more subsidy. In PA and Jersey, those savings are automatically being applied, and it looks like that will take effect in July. So July 1st, those savings are automatically going to be applied. That's why the system is down now until tomorrow, I believe. The 6th, they say, so we'll see. With Healthcare.gov, you do actually have to re-enroll yourself, update your application to get those savings, but it's not lost, just so you know. So in PA and Jersey, letters went out from the insurance carrier, basically said that savings are going to be automatically applied. If you've never got savings before, that's where we can shop you and see if it's worthwhile. We can talk about the ramifications of all that, tax implications. I'm not a tax accountant, but I can help you from the insurance side. But it's not lost. You could applied for May in PA and Jersey. If you waited till now, you would still get that credit back. So normally, in a normal year, you have to project your income during that open enrollment period between November 1st and December 15th, January 15th in PA, and the 31st in New Jersey of January. So normally you have to project your income, what you expect the next year to be. We're just going to use a case example of two 60-year-olds because they get the most credit. So normally a 60-year-old couple couldn't make more than $67,000. If they made a dime over when they did that year's taxes, they would owe it back. So in November of 2020, I had to have projected my 2021 income, take my best guess for what I'm going to make in 2021. At the end of tax filing 2021, I have to settle up. So if I made more than I said, I owe back the difference. If I made less, then I get back. That debt has been forgiven for 2020. They will not announce it for 2021. If they decide to do it, it will be in January. Do not bank on that, because if they do not forgive it, which they don't in most years, you would be on the hook for that. And this is where someone owes back $20,000 or $30,000. These do happen. But so right now, the same 60-year-old couple, we have an income of $250,000 and they're getting $213 off. Normally, a dime over 67,000, they got nothing and would have to pay, these high insurance premiums of basically a mortgage payment here. So right here, we're in the Philadelphia 5 county, which is the majority of our clients and where we're at. So we have other options in Oscar and Ambetter. Ambetter's a great company. So is Oscar. They're growing. They're newer companies. Blue Cross still has the majority of the market share. They have all the doctors. I mean, there's tiers to their networks that people aren't favorable of, but I can help you explain all that. And in most cases, it's still better than going with some of the competitors. But we can compare that too if you're disgruntled with Blue Cross or whatever the situation might be. I mean, everybody has their own thoughts and opinions and experiences. So, we work with every single real health insurance company in the states we work in for the most part. So PA and Jersey, every single real carrier. I don't consider companies like Freedom Life to be real insurance. Those are indemnity plans like an Aflac. Those are okay, but they're not perfect on their own. And right now, with the amount of subsidies that's being increased, I mean, you owe it to yourself for us to shop you to see if it's an option, because why not take advantage of programs that are there while they're there? We don't know how long these things are going to last. We think through 2022, but we're living in a really fast-paced world these days, so it's hard to say for sure, how long things are going to be around for. So basically, Health Sherpa here is an easy way of using Healthcare.gov, and we are a partner of it. And to get our link, go back to our blog piece here, and right here for those who have not qualified for subsidy, click here to see if you qualify or you want to shop around too. So if you live in PA and Jersey, it's going to show you the plans and the prices, but it's not going to let you apply, because the states do not, the state exchanges like Penny and GetCovered and most state exchanges, if not all of them in the country, do not allow for web brokers to circumvent their process. So Healthcare.gov allows Health Sherpa. This is an easy way to apply for health insurance in a state that has Healthcare.gov still. So we're going to use that high example. We're going to try 300,000. So 300,000 was a little too much. So at 270,000, we're still getting $71. So in a normal year, didn't mean for the accent there. I was watching Mayor of Easttown last couple of days in the Delco accent. I don't know how you feel about that. That was a good show, but I think the accent was a little over the top. But so that kind of snuck out there a little bit. But so anyway, so in a normal year, you project your income and you'd owe back the difference at tax time. So if you say, let's use this example, say you made, let's just say you made 80,000 for this couple here. So this 80,000 couple got $1,400 a month. So say at the end of 2021, they actually made 150. So it was 900. So the difference between 1,400 and the 900 is what you would owe back per month that you take the coverage. So if it's 12 months, it would be that amount times 12 would be what you would owe back, for the months you take the coverage. Again, that was forgiven in 2020, but please don't bank on it for 2021. I don't recommend that you do that. I recommend that you get as close as you can to what you expect your income to be for this year, factoring in all things, change of jobs, unemployment. Actually, if you are on unemployment, interesting development, you are treated as if for 2020, you have to be on unemployment, even if it's for just a week. In 2021, you have to be on unemployment. They treat you as if you had the full subsidy amount in most cases. So regardless of your income, if you have unemployment, they would treat you at the full subsidy amount. Hold on. Okay, so the full subsidy amount is $1,900. So this is what they basically treat you if you get unemployment or you're eligible for unemployment or will be in 2021. So you get basically a completely free plan. So again, there's a lot of moving parts to this. So in a state that would have supported this enrollment, like a Delaware, which we're licensed in too, you can completely complete the application without needing to go to Healthcare.gov or without needing to find your username or password through here. Now, sometimes there's issues with identity and stuff like there is on the normal one where you have to answer Experian questions. I'm able to get you through this, again, in the non-PA, Jersey, Maryland states that we work in. You just give me a call or shoot me a text. I can get you through this, and then you can either continue, or we can do it together. I can complete it for you in full, or I can find an existing app you have. So that would let you complete that. If you have a small business right now, and you're under 50 employees, there's no requirement for you to offer health insurance to your employees. Some are just wondering if they should just put everybody on individual plans. I can go through that with you because it's dependent on income, and you really cannot compensate these people by just giving them a couple $100 a month or whatever it might be. The way to really do it is you would have to gross up their pay, and it would have to be equal amongst all, defined contribution type model. So, there are a lot of tax benefits to having a group plan, especially if your employees make a decent living, and this system hasn't worked great for them in the past. I don't really recommend, the carriers don't recommend you just go and abandon your small group plans because we don't know how long the system's going to last for. But we do everything. We do every form of health insurance with every major carrier in this area, Medicare, group companies of any size, group plans we call them. We do those type of AFLAC plans. We just don't work with the Philadelphia Americans or the New Eras. For that type of product, we prefer United Healthcare because it is the nation's biggest insurance company. And also you can still do short-term medical. Right now there's still not a fine. PA allows for 360 days of short-term medical. States like Florida and Texas, you can have up to 3 years. So, some of these states where you can do a 3-year policy, it's not a bad idea to check it out because, even if the legislation does change and the fine comes back or what it might have you would be locked into that plan. So the health insurance, like the ads on the radio say sometimes, is not a one size fit all. It's never meant to be. And, but this is the system we have, and we're here to deal with it. We're not getting political in any way. There's no politics here. We're independent brokers. We've been here before Obamacare, before Affordable Care Act. We'll be here as long as there is a role for us to do and a living for us to make to help people. There are never a fee for our service. We work with every company, and I've been in business a very long time. I've been in business since 2012, and my boss, principal of Custom Benefit Plans agency I do my business with and work for too as well. He's been doing it for 30 years. He was Aetna's very first GA. He was Conseco pioneer. He's been doing health insurance as long as there's been individual health insurance. So yeah, we're well experienced. We like to, not to brag, but we're very ethical. I mean, if what you have works or we don't represent what you have, we're still going to give you our advice, and not going to charge any kind of a fee or anything, but a way to pay us back is to see if we can quote another insurance line, maybe your home and auto or your life insurance, or you can refer somebody. I mean, the best way to thank us is a nice review on Facebook or Google. Just look up DoitForMe Insurance, or Joseph L. Covell, or Custom Benefit Plans. I work for all these different companies. I'm involved with them all. Direct Benefit Advisors too. I'm partnered in there. So I mean, a review is always great. Telling your friends and family, we appreciate that too. So yeah, a couple other things. We do all insurance. So with the expanded subsidies and people getting more money, and again, if I haven't said it yet, or you've missed the point, if you're signing up now or you're changing your plan and you're worried about the expanded subsidy that you're missing out on, or if you're new to the system and you're worried about subsidy you missed out on, this is going to get paid retroactive to January. So whatever amount you would have qualified for, $1,500 a month, come tax time, it's going to come back to you in the form of a tax credit. You get a 1095A form from whatever exchange, whatever state you're in an exchange, right? Healthcare.gov, penny.com, Get Covered Insured, GetCovered.NJ.gov, MarylandHealthConnection.gov. You get a 1095A form that says every month that you collected a subsidy, which you were entitled for. And that's when you would, have settled up if you had some income discrepancies or whatever it might be. So whatever is due to you will be collected at that time. So you did not miss the boat on anything. But Independence Blue Cross has partnered with Life Secure. So Life Secure is that Aflac type product, but it's got the backing of Blue Cross, and it's not meant to replace your health insurance. And there are health questions involved in this portion of it. So it is not meant to replace your health insurance. But you can run a quote here. So if you click here, right, click here, this will allow you to run a quote. So as my friend Elvis Exori in Clearwater, Texas, he's an Independence Blue Cross rep who helps, I think, every single Albanian in the Philadelphia metro area. He's a great guy. He's a good friend of mine. About to move down there with him and, and open up a shop or work out of his shop or have custom benefit plans, Texas or Florida. But anyway, so he says these type of plans are interesting, right? Because health insurance pays you. Here's the plan. I mean, health insurance pays your provider, right? So the doctor, the hospital. This plan pays you. So like in Aflac, it's a lump sum. And by the way, we are Aflac brokers. We have our Aflac duck around here somewhere. Yep, here's our Aflac duck. Aflac. So we're still brokered for them and everything. Oh, my dog loves the duck. My dog Archer, the white one. If you follow me, and my dog Jackson, not so much. My dog Archer, yeah, he's freaking out because he hears the Aflac duck. But yeah, so you can run a quote in here, and you can put some bogus info if you want. Anyone's seen this but me, and this is tied to me. So if you buy it through our link here, through our blog post, or I email it to you, or you get one of our e-blasts. By the way, if you don't get one of our e-blasts and you want to, just shoot me a message here, say, add me to the list. We only send out a couple blasts in a normal year, a couple times a year. Now, obviously it's expanded circumstances, but we don't just send endless stuff out. So, and you can let us know too, like how much, you want to hear from us or get our e-blast or the type of topics. I mean, please feel free to comment or message us the things you'd like us to talk about or, send out that you would find beneficial. We don't want to just be a bunch of spam in your inbox. So just to give you an example. This isn't my height and weight, but it was at one time. I lost 60 pounds in 2010 and kept it off. So here's you pick your family makeup. And you just slide based on your budget, the amount of coverage you want, if you want some additional riders. So again, if you're saving money, maybe you've had a bronze plan, you like the bronze plan, you don't necessarily want to upgrade, even though you're getting more tax credit, you rather just get more money back. Or, you just want a plan like this, maybe take the savings and buy a plan like this to complete your coverage, maybe offset that deductible. I mean, there's no sense in really getting a better plan if you're not using it. So maybe either, put that in a plan like this, whereas if something does happen unforeseen, helps you cover that deductible. Things like that can work on any level of plan. Maybe you just stay in the silver plan you have if you're in Philly here and you just, got some extra money. You got into an accident or had a critical illness or someone in your family has, and you just want extra coverage, just in case. These are inexpensive ways to do such. So you can run it through there. And then we have our life insurance tool, which we've always had. So you can run your own life quotes here, DoitForMe.com. But we also have this new partnership with Bestow. So we have our own Bestow link, and please let us send it to you so that we get credit, because it's the same exact price as if you didn't as if you just went direct to them or through a broker like myself. So here's my link on our Facebook here. And this is pretty cool. This is really different. So typically with life insurance, you have a nurse come out, unless it's depends on a different type of product. But for most cases, you have a nurse come out, give you a physical, take some blood or urine, and then come back with a price. Here, everything's done, answer 6 basic questions, and you're good to go. So I'm not going to go through a complete app, but I'm just going to show you the type of prices. Let's actually go with an older individual. You can go up to age 60. And you can do 1.5 million. Okay, so that obviously was, again, I have products for everybody. This is just a specific product that's easy. Maybe it's a younger person. They don't have a lot of time. They just want to buy it on their phone. Maybe it's one of your sons or cousins or younger relatives. You want them to get life insurance, get it now while it's cheap, instead of waiting until they're 50 or 60, and not only that their health a factor, but just their age in general. So get it now while it's nice and affordable. Let's get someone in their 30s here just to show you. So 30 years, someone in their 30s here, up to $1 million for this person. And you could do, so 10 years, 15, 20, 25, 30, $1 million, $95 a month, no nurse coming out. You just complete the questions, you get the policy right away. Download it right here. Credit card payment. So that's unique. Most life insurance you cannot buy with a credit card. This lets you buy with a credit card. So it's owned by North America. We had some comments on our Facebook, saying, oh, this garbage. It's owned by North American Life Insurance Company. So it is a real insurance company that owns this. They're just trying to capture in the market of making this easier, because this is an industry, life insurance, that's been around forever and hasn't really changed too much and hasn't really made the process any easier over the years. So this is an easy way to update that. I mean, an easy way to get a quote, get yourself enrolled. So I think that's really about it. I don't know if anybody is asking any questions. It's hard on the Zoom thing here to. Oh, and we're getting back there in the community again. So we were at the Quakertown YMCA. You can see our pictures here on Thursday morning. This was Juan here, who's part of Penny, and they welcomed us with warm arms, which is something Healthcare.gov just really didn't show us that partnership. I mean, they've done a lot. They send us referrals. Healthcare.gov just does a lot. Deals with a lot of states, with the state taking over, it's a little more intimate. It's a little more put together. They understand the process of CHIP and Medicaid and things like that, how it all works together. It's a little bit more seamless. So, when this bill came out, the option was either a state could either join Healthcare.gov or make their own. And I think a lot of them are realizing that, they can stabilize rates a little better and control things better, make things a little more easier if they go with a state exchange. And so far, Penny has been great. So is Get Covered New Jersey, but Penny is the majority of our clients, and they've been absolutely great. They work with us. You ask them for a broker, they refer you to us. I would love to show you that more on the Penny site, where to find us and everything, but it's down for maintenance, but that's okay. If you go to our website, go to fee-free help, go to Penny Help. This tells you how you link us to your account. We can also make an account for you. Well, we don't make an account for you. We can apply you for health insurance if you don't have an account already, and then you can also access it. So it's a little easier. With Healthcare.gov, there was really no way for us to do this. You had your own account, and we had to use a third-party vendor to be able to access and assist. So here, we get to see what each other sees. It's seamless. You can add us into your existing. That's how they compensate us, based on who we're tied to. If we're not tied to you, we don't get compensated. We love to help you, but we have a lot of customers. So please, if you use our advice, we just ask that you link yourself to us. So you can do that again on right here, step by step. We also have a video on our YouTube on how to do it as well. My dogs are barking in the background. And do you want to come in here and say hi? We're on our Facebook streaming. Okay, Robin does not want to come and say hi, but she's home and would like you all to know that. So if you go to our Facebook, yes, I like crypto. Might even do it for me crypto someday. We'll see. Everybody ever wants to talk crypto, I'm happy to, regardless of your feelings. But basically, just look up, if you go to my main YouTube for insurance stuff, so just Joseph Covell videos. There's also the Do It For Me one. So here's a video we did for PA. If you're a broker, because obviously besides being a broker myself, I also train and support brokers. So I did how to use a broker account and how to use a consumer, set up a consumer, and broker how to set up a consumer. Done stuff on Medicare, things like that as well. Some updates from our events. So we have a couple different ways that you can see how to add us as your broker, but you can also follow the steps here, step by step with and then yep, and then fee-free help, Get Covered Get Covered NJ, Maryland Health Connection, and of course Healthcare.gov. So I think that's it for now, unless anybody has any questions. Let me look in the box here on Facebook. Nope. Okay, well, everybody's enjoying their day. We'll boost this so it gets out to some people. So thank you so much. Again, American Rescue Plan is here. We're here for any help that you may need. We do not charge fees. Text is easy. You can text us any time of day or night. Text is the best way. 267-374-0975 for myself, or Robin is 610-757-7810. So one second, sorry. With phones these days, you don't really memorize phone numbers like you used to. It's actually 7809. So 610-757-7809. Apologies for that. My brain always wants to say 710, but it's 7809. So you can text us. You can call us at those numbers too. Please leave a voicemail. We get lots of calls, especially from solicitations and spam and Google spams and vehicle warranty scams and all that stuff. So feel free to, like anybody else, so just leave us a message. We'll get right back to you, within a day or two, or at least we'll shoot you a text or something if we can't get to it. Email works too, josephlcovell@gmail.com. DoitForMe insurance@gmail.com. Both work really well. If you have Robin's email too, Robin at directbenefitadvisors.com. She still checks that as well. And yeah, I think that's about it for today. I'm going to be out in the yard doing some work. As you see, I like to post my hobbies. So that is it for today. And take care of yourselves and be safe and all that good stuff. All right, take care.